Maayong adlaw Cebu, maayong adlaw Pilipinas. Welcome to another episode of Hotseat, presented to you by Kanaas, Gikan Sa Amihanan, the longest running newspaper here in the northern part of Cebu. I am Janine Recopelacion, and on the other end of the line is my co-host, Jacob Unabia. Today is a special episode because of this honorable guest. He is a very busy man, but he gave us a slice of his time for us. And now, finally, we have him on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest for today is none other than the Senate President himself, Vicente Tito Sotto III. Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon, Janine. Good afternoon, Ron, to everyone monitoring your program on Hot Seat.
Opo.
Good afternoon po, Tito Sen.
Kumusta po?
Mabuti po. I'm fine. Mayong hapon. We just had a LEDAC meeting just a minute or two ago. And that's the reason that I was delayed in logging in your invitation because I was supposed to join you at 12 noon, you know?
Opo.
But it was extended a bit, so it's just...
Okay lang po. Okay lang po yun.
Okay lang po yun. Naku po, we are so honored po for this interview. Maraming salamat po sa papapaunlak.
It's my pleasure. You're welcome. Most welcome.
Sige. Let's start with the first question. What are the major bills that are now being deliberated po in the upper house?
Well, as I said earlier, the LEDAC, or the Legislative Executive Development Advisory Council meeting just finished. And we had a list of 27 bills that are being tackled by both houses. But to your specific question, which is what are the bills that are prioritized in the Senate now, we have the Bureau of Fire Protection Modernization Act. It's being deliberated right now on the floor. Also, the Vaccine Indemnification Fund Act, which I filed, very important with the pandemic that we're encountering, and also the COVID-19 Vaccination Program Act, which is also on the floor now in the Senate, and that even last night we were deliberating on it, and trying to formulate what would be best for everyone in the vaccination program of government. And then the government, the guide, we call it guide, GUIDE. It's the Government Financial Institutions Unified Initiatives to Distressed Enterprises for Economic Recovery, meaning we seek to give government banks such as Land Bank, and DBP, the Development Bank of the Philippines, funding to be able to expand their loan programs or their loan portfolio for the MSMEs, the medium, small enterprises affected by the coronavirus disease. And this is nationwide. Alam natin, nahirapan itong mga small enterprises, no? So this is another very crucial bill that we are now trying to finish, the guide. Also, we are also tackling as a priority, the Domestic Administrative Adoption Act. There are a number of cases that are having young children being adopted but are having difficulties in the process of adoption. So we're trying to cure this. There are many other economic recovery programs that we have, but as you asked, that more or less that's the priority in the last 2 weeks.
Okay, so marami po pala, no?
But we already passed other laws, like the extension of Bayanihan 2. That's why yung Bayanihan 3 baka madelay lang yun, okay lang because we extended Bayanihan 2. And then also we extended the law 4-point budget as of until 31, 2021. Nagawa na rin natin yan. And then both houses of Congress we already passed the CREATE. Yung CREATE, yung corporate recovery, and tax incentives for enterprises. We have brought down the corporate income tax from 30% to 25% and even to 20%.
Oh,
Depende rin sa kung anong status nung
yung
corporation.
company po.
Ng company mo. It's way down. So, and then also signed into law already by the President is the FIST, F-I-S-T, which stands for Financial Institutions Strategy Transfer Act. So signed into law just recently by the President.
No, sinabi niyo po, yes po, sinabi niyo po kanina that our goal or the goal po natin ngayon is to recover the economy po ng Pilipinas. Diba?
Right.
Yes po. Sa tingin niyo po, nasaan na po tayong percentage? I mean, na umuusad po ba? Or like, umuusad ng kaunti tapos bumabalik na naman? Ganun po ba yung system? Or the progress is ganun po, pasaka po?
To be very blunt about it, we are in a crawl. Gumagapang tayo. Pero pabuti. Gumagapang tayo unti-unti pero papunta sa recovery kahit papaano. Because we're able to open up some businesses already. And then we're also trying to amend the previous laws that will open up the economy. Yung amendments to the Foreign Investment Act. Yan, nakapending din sa amin. Tapos yung amendments to the Public Service Act. Also, lahat ng na ginagawa namin ngayon, as far as legislation is concerned, no, the executive department, it's a different story. You'd better ask them about it. No, but ayun, so even yung amendments to the Retail Trade Liberalization Act, gusto namin kasing ibaba yung paid up capital for foreign retail enterprises So medyo we're crawling, gumagapang tayo, but I think it's going up. It's getting better. It's not there's no way to go up but up.
Okay.
That's how I look at it now.
Slowly but surely po. Kumbaga.
We're so down, but slowly but surely we're trying to recover.
At least po we are making progress po. Kahit po slowly, as long as may progress, we'll rather take it kaysa sa wala po.
Oo, correct. That is as far as legislation is concerned.
Dito sa malihis na po tayo sa topic po, no. Recently po yung China, nagpalabas po sila ng isang controversial law regarding with regard to the China claimed waters. They are authorizing their coast guard to fire at any foreign vessel na papasok sa mga karagatan na kinikila. General sentiment po. Ano po yung general sentiment po ng Senado regarding this controversial law of China po?
Well, first of all, when we heard about it, and when I heard about it, I was somewhat alarmed, no? Bagkat we know for a fact that there is a controversy on how far their maritime rights are. Yung sinasabi natin mukhang meron silang kinakamkam na hindi kanila. All right? So that it's alarming. But going down to brass tacks. Una, wala tayong pakialam kung ano gusto nilang ipasambatas. In the same way na wala silang pakialam kung meron tayong gustong ipasambatas tungkol sa maritime rights natin. So, I think they passed their Coast Guard law. It does not prevent us from passing our own Coast Guard law kung kailanganin i-amendahan natin yung atin. But nung we were trying to get in touch with the spokesman from the embassy or the ambassador of China, the explanation was that they're merely safeguarding their sovereignty and security of their maritime rights. But sa atin rin naman, we have to come up with all necessary means to be able to preserve ours. So As long as there are no Filipinos affected, we will be watching out for our own, at this point. That's how it is right now. And talagang kailangan lang siguro in case there is a problem with the enforcement of the arbitral ruling that we won, we can always seek help from Japan, the United States, and the rest of the other countries that are affected here in the West Philippine Sea or the South China Sea, whatever. Recently, if you noticed, there was a Facebook report by the Japanese ambassador himself that he went to see me. Yes, we did. We had quite a long, lengthy talk. And he's assuring us that he is supporting the Philippines, especially. Because hybrid, it's very difficult to have an executive session ng hybrid. Merong naka-Webex, merong naka-Zoom, tapos kami live doon. So we go into a lounge, to our lounge for an executive session. It was very, very difficult to do that. Hindi magiging executive session. Ang mangyayari doon, there will be people monitoring the internet. There will be people in Zoom and Webex, or whatever is being used. So we thought it best that instead we have a confidential meeting. So it was attended by Senator Lacson, myself, Senator De La Rosa, and then Secretary Galvez was there, and Mayor Magalong, who is the anti-tracing, contact tracing czar. 2 or 3 other officials, officials representing the executive department. But Secretary Galvez was the most important person there that we met. And I think I'm at liberty to tell you that he showed us the non-disclosure agreements, not only for Sinovac or Sinovac, whatever, but also for the other vaccines, for Pfizer, Moderna, Sinopharm, AstraZeneca. Lahat sila, meron silang non-disclosure agreement. It's not just Sinovac. Naging controversial lang yung Sinovac kasi yun yung pinakaunang maaaring makarating sa atin, which is arriving supposed to be this week. Kaya naging controversial siya, but it's encompassing. And the reason is, and I think, anyway, siguro baka Tagalogin ko, para just in case,
Sige po.
hindi nagmo-monitor. Kasi, yung mga pharmaceutical companies, iba binibenta nila sa atin, ibang presyo binibenta nila sa Amerika at sa Europa. Ibang presyo ng Singapore, Thailand, ganyan eh. Kaya kailangan may non-disclosure agreement. Otherwise, sasabihin sa kanila nung mga yon, nung mga mayayaman na bansa, na bakit sa Pilipinas ang benta nyo ganito lang. But then again, so we made sure na kailangan, teka muna, magkano ba talaga? So we saw it, pinakita naman sa amin. I am not violating the non-disclosure agreement if I say that it will not go beyond 700 pesos per dose. All right? So I did not give the exact amount. So we're not violating the non-disclosure agreement. But we're giving a ballpark figure of how it will be. Hindi aabot ng 700. All right? So we were more or less we were kampante. as you can say that, as you can say. Ganun pala. And then, we were guaranteed by Secretary Galvez that all the other agreements and all the other prices, when they procure, will be given to Congress. Bibigyan tayo, especially the Senate Committee of the Whole. Pakikita sa atin para mawala yung pangamba, the worry or worry of some people that initially also we were afraid of that there will be some unscrupulous people who will take advantage and try to make money out of the procurement. Yun ang nangyari. That's why we were already assured that there will be utmost transparency. And we can assure you that the Senate, as chairman of the Committee of the Whole, and as Senate President, we will look into it all the time.
Okay po.
Okay po. Maiba naman po tayo. Earlier po this year, Senate President, you filed a bill seeking to grant a fresh franchise ng ABS-CBN. However po, recently, President Duterte po nixed the idea, saying that the Lopezes should pay their taxes po, allegedly delinquent taxes. So before makuha po yung franchise, so kailangan po muna nilang magbayad according to Mr. President po. What is your take on this po, Tito Sen?
Well, the President is correct. May utang sa atin, bayad muna. But when I filed the bill, there was an underlying message as far as I'm concerned. And some people were not able to read the message. I will disclose it to you now. It was a message to the other stations na pagbutihin nila yung programming nila. Because I noticed that there was a downtrend. Sumama ang mga pinapalabas, cartoon, mga animation, mga ganun, imbes of the news programs. May sabi ko, pagka ganyan, ibalik nila yung ABS. Dahil sa mga programming ng iba. It was there was an underlying message to my proposal. No?
So parang china-challenge nyo po, Tito Sen.
Ano ba yun?
Parang china-challenge nyo po.
Oo. Kasi, I know for a fact that it will be very difficult. As a matter of fact, what I filed is, tawag dito, a bill that I already filed over a year ago.
Opo.
Winidraw ko na nga yun Winidraw ko yun. And then I refiled it actually just to send that message. No, na taga mo na, shape up. Ganun Yun yung message ko ron talaga.
Kumbaga po, you are trying to tell them po na yung mga news po talaga.
Oo nabawasan Nandun pa naman yung mga news program pero nabawasan Nakita ko even online programs, even on-air program pa. Ba't naman ganun? Porque walang kalaban masyado. Di ba? May ibalik yung kalaban para maging
parang they are resting on their laurels po, Tito Sen, yung ibang nations.
Dapat ibalik yung healthy competition. Parang ganun yung message ko ron.
Para marami
Alam mo kasi
sources of
alam mo,
information yung mga tao.
Janine, si Tito Sen kasi, he is speaking from experience kasi ilang taon din siya sa TV. Alam niya yung kalakaran, alam niya yung kung ano yung dekalidad na programa. Opo. At ito pa, ang hindi alam ng iba, si Tito Sen po ay naging, tama po ba Tito Sen, Vice President po ng Vicor Music Corporation?
Oh yes, I was Vice President of Vicor Music Corporation from 1977, 78, all the way to about early 80s. I was
malawak po talaga yung expertise sa entertainment industry.
Yes, I was in charge of all the entire production of the Vicor group of companies.
Tito Sen, yung papa ko po ay fan po ng VST and Company.
Ganun ba? Ano mo si Peter Unabia?
Opo. Congressman po?
Yeah.
Yung congressman po ba?
Yeah.
Parang malayong kamag-anak po.
Pero kamag-anak ko.
Opo, Misamis.
Okay, yeah, Misamis Occidental. Yes.
Parang malayo. Yung paborito ko pong kanta nyo is Ikaw ang Aking Mahal. Kayo po ba
Oh,
nag-compose nun o si Henyo
ako.
Master Joey De Leon po?
Kaming dalawa ni Joey. I wrote the music and the melody, and then Joey and we wrote the lyrics.
Napakagandang kanta po.
Kasi isa
Actually,
po sa pinaka-paborito ko.
timeless.
Continue to use your talent in providing excellent public service to your fellow or to our fellow Cebuanos. So, job well done to the hardworking team behind the Kanaas, Gikan Sa Amihanan. Mabuhay kayong lahat.
Thank you po.
Maraming salamat po
Okay.
sa President Tito Sotto. Girl po kay Bossing, kay Henyo Master Joey De Leon, sa lahat, lalo-lalo na po kay Maine Mendoza po.
Sige.
At kay Vico Soto rin po.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Janine and Ron. Maine will be the guest of my wife on Saturday.
Ooh.
Opo,
Of
abang ko lang.
course. Do you have a signal cable? Meron
Yes
signal
po.
cable dyan?
Yes
So,
po.
From
In
Helen's Kitchen.
8 p.m. on Saturday at Colors Channel of the Signal Cable. Guest ni Helen at ni Shara, si Maine. Magluluto sila. We'll see what's the favorite dish of Maine Mendoza.
Yun.
Naku, magiging favorite po yan ni Ron po.
Siyempre.
For
Saka
sure.
po, send
Kahit
my
hindi ko
regards to
patikman.
Vico Soto po.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sige.
Okay po.
I will. Sige. Thank you,
Maraming
Thank you po,
salamat
Tito
po,
Sir.
Tito Sen.
Thank you,
Maraming
Janine.
salamat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you po.
All right. And that was another episode of Hot Seat. Thank you for watching. This has been Ron Jacob Unabia.
And Janine Recopelacion. See you next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye!